What's up guys, Nils here and welcome back to another video. So it's been quite the 3 long days without the game, but Roblox has finally returned and it appears that everything is back to normal. So we can actually play games now. Hopefully most of you guys didn't have any issues with your data getting lost or whatever. I've seen a lot of people on Discord having their data completely deleted and then they're trying to basically find pictures or videos or whatever to restore their characters back. Hopefully you didn't have to deal with that. That sounds kind of painful and maybe unrealistic in some cases, so I hope everything worked out for you guys. So anyway, Direp just announced a couple of hours ago that the next update is gonna drop this Saturday as per usual. Earlier in the week he had said that it was gonna be rescheduled for Friday, but anyway, we have a finally date, so it's gonna be Saturday. We know that it's gonna be Black Clover, which I have no idea about this anime and how it basically works, but it doesn't really matter. Hopefully the characters look good, that's all I care about. Just give me strong and cool looking characters. And we also just had a 2x yen event go out just minutes ago live, and that's gonna last basically until the weekend, and I would assume that he's gonna do a luck event for the weekend with the update. Which means, guys, that this is a pretty good opportunity to grind some yen and prepare for the next update, so you guys kinda don't go broke into the update. And as you can see, our multiplier right now is times 11.4 without anything else. And let's see if we were ahead to go here and equip our fully solid gold squad, how much our yen is gonna get up to. And 19.4, guys, that multiplier is absolutely insane. Well, it's actually 21 even with the last one, which is actually insane. And we're about to make so much yen in the time trial and just stack up the yen and be ready for the update, so we can just like straight up go and AFK, try to get our secrets, shiny mythicals, so we can craft. And I'm pretty excited, so let's head over to the time trial here. We're a little bit early, but let's just go there and just wait until the time trial starts. So basically, guys, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be wanting to farm time trial, obviously, and with solid gold units and with collector units as well. Collector units are actually very important, and if you guys remember, I made a video how to farm shards. We're basically gonna be doing that again. I know it sounds kind of a pain in the ass and it's pretty boring, but trust me guys, it's really worth it. So the reason why we're gonna be wanting to farm the shards is because we are gonna be wanting to buy a whole bunch of these luck boosts, guys. So one luck boost here costs 50 shards and each of them lasts for 10 minutes. So realistically, having 1 hour of +2 luck boost would mean that we need 300 shards, which if lucky, you can do it in just 2 time trial runs, so it kind of balances out evenly, right? If you're a bit lucky and you manage to get 300 in 2 runs, which would mean 150 on average per run, you would get like a 1 hour of time trial for 1 hour of luck boost. If you're a little bit less fortunate, you're gonna have to do a little bit more grinding, so it kinda doesn't balance that much. You could also drop in some XP boosts, but I've spoken guys before, like XP boosts, I think they're completely overrated, and even when it comes to leveling units and just feeding off XP, luck boost is a better way. And I think I'm gonna do a video about that later, just to explain you in depth and with some more accurate calculations with some maths involved. But for now, basically guys, all you have to know is the only thing we care about is stacking up our bank, making a big bank, and farming out shards to get this luck boost. That's all we want to care about. So we're about to start here. Once again, guys, we are not gonna be skipping. We're just gonna be clearing everything straight through room 1 to 86, and just gonna have all of our collectors out, and we're just gonna breeze through the very first couple of rooms. They're pretty easy. Honestly, the difficult part about this is that like your hand kind of hurts from just clicking so much, which is kind of unfortunate, but that's the best way to do it. So you just gotta go through it, guys. gets pretty repetitive and it gets pretty boring, honestly. So just put like something on your second monitor to watch if you guys like have a second monitor, like put a film or put a video or something, and you know, you just like do this mechanically. You don't really think about it. You just click whatever you see, kill it, and you press W basically. So we are now on room 48, to where we would normally skip to had we used the time trial skip lever, and we're basically 7 minutes in, as you can see here on the timer, and we have 68 shards at this point. So I don't know, I think you guys can see that we're losing a lot of value if we opt on skipping this time trial. So much rather like spend 7, even 8 minutes if you're a bit slower for like 68 shards, because that's a lot of shards. And from now on, guys, like after room 60, well, it actually depends. So with this team of collectors that I currently have, personally, my TPC is 804 million, and basically it goes pretty smoothly up until room 60. So after room 60, what I'm gonna do is I'm basically gonna ditch my weakest one, which would be this one, and I'm just gonna put a strong unit just to keep up the tempo, so we don't really waste that much time to clear up the rooms. Like you see, room 54 now, and it starts going a little bit slower when it comes to these bosses, and soon enough it's gonna get much more slower. So you kind of want to start switching out your collector 3s at this point, or depends how strong your units are again. So for most of you guys, I would suspect that it's probably gonna be earlier than that. So you kind of want to start like switching your weak units for your main strong units, just to be able to keep up the clear process, because you really don't want to spend that much time, because you will notice by the end of the run we're gonna be pretty tight on the timer as to where the next time trial starts. So if you really struggle on these early floors just to clear them with a full collector unit, you're just gonna fall behind on time, and it's basically not what you want to do. It's also pretty frustrating to just like take ages to clear these old rooms. So over to room 60 now, and we're just gonna keep on doing this for a couple more rooms. I'm just gonna go ahead and equip a second one as well, just to speed things up. And I'm usually doing this up until room 72, and after that I just swap to my main team and I just continue basically with the actual like time trial grind to just grind yen and push as further as we can. Alright guys, so we have made our way over to room 79, just a little bit more after 14 minutes into this thing, and basically this is where the whole actual juice of the time trial starts. This is where we can start farming yen, and from now on we're gonna be switching over to our fully solid gold unit squad at the end to just finish off the kills and make sure we maximize our yen. And I'm usually trying to get them pretty low before I swap, but this one just got absolutely destroyed. Unfortunately, doesn't really matter because it's only 11 million or 11 trillion rather, so not the end of the world. And with my current lineup, even though I have my 2 best units inside of the incubator, in most cases we still manage to push through to the next room, so that is pretty fortunate, because pushing one room, guys, is gonna increase your yen by so much. Like in this situation where I'm at right now with my yen, it's basically a 40% increase yen. And we also got pretty lucky. This, in my experience, guys, is pretty much the easiest room in the game to actually deal with. The one where you have just one boss and a whole bunch of small units around, but the smallies have literally no HP and they just die from their damage per clicks. That is the easiest room in my opinion. So here we have our first boss, room 81, 21 trillion. Pretty easy to deal with, so even if we're not that strong, we would have managed to push through. And just for reference, guys, I'm gonna show you how much I actually have. I think I'm at 27 billion right now, and I have attack 2 on my level 174 gene, so obviously that is pretty big as well, pretty impactful. So we just use our solid gold here, and we're gonna head over to the next room. So the reason, guys, why I'm unequipping my units and I just re-equip them like next to the boss is because I have a whole bunch of tank units, and as you know, tanks are pretty damn slow, which can be real annoying, and it's actually a big DPS loss by the time they march all the way from like there to here. So I just quickly unequip and re-equip my units just to make sure they get on top of the boss as much fast as possible. And if you guys struggle and you're like very close to beating a level, just remember you can always just ult cancel. It's gonna increase your DPS by a lot, and it might be actually the factor on whether you actually push through a room or not, which is gonna give you so much more again. As I've said, like, I can't stress the importance, guys, of pushing up to a next room. Like, the difference is massive and you're gonna notice it yourself. So let's go ahead, drop him here, and let's see how much again he actually gives, just so we can compare like a room 82 to room 85, just for reference. So let's drop it a little bit lower. Now we're just gonna be using your DPC only to damage it, and there we go, 59 billion. So we're currently at 200 trillion, and let's see how much we're gonna get out of killing this thing. And apparently we got 100 trillion, pretty solid. Like, the event with the yen is actually crazy, guys. I'm kind of regretting the fact that I put my fighters in the incubator for 4 days. However, they're gonna be out on Thursday, so I'm probably just gonna run a whole bunch of runs with both of them out and see how far we can get. Because the yen difference is gonna be massive. Having like my 2 best units into my team, I think I'm gonna be able to pretty much solo up to room 87. And hopefully if I can beat room 87, that would be huge. Like, getting up to room 90 will be massive. So we got 100 trillion on room 82, and this should give probably like 110 or something. And you guys are gonna see the difference once we actually manage to get over to room 85. Like, the difference is just way too massive. So let's go drop it a little bit lower, and we're just gonna use our TPC now to get it pretty low. And there we go, that should be fine, 178 billion. Let's swap over to our money makers, and let's see how much we get this time out of this one. Again, that's 100 trillion. And now you guys are gonna see the difference basically on room 85. It's like insane how the scaling like affects the game. Like, room to room, any type of scaling, like HP scaling, yen scaling, everything, it's crazy. So let's go over here, we kill this little boy here, 20 trillion. We're gonna be saving all of these guys to use our solid gold, so we're just gonna get all of these pretty low and swap over. And now we're actually gonna start animation cancelling from now on, just to hopefully have enough time to kill the boss on room 86 as well. As I said, I don't have my strongest team, so this is basically how far we can get. So if we manage to push to room 86 and get the boss down, that would be huge. But unfortunately, we didn't get quite the best room, so that might not be the case this time around, but that's completely fine as well. Let's head over to the boss now, and we have a raid here, Walled City. That's a completely useless raid. We're definitely skipping that, and we're gonna be back to time trial right after this one. Alright, so let's get him low again, and we're just gonna leave him like this and head over to the rest of them. Oh no, I actually killed him. That was not supposed to happen, guys, but you know, sometimes shit happens. It's unfortunate, we lost quite a bit of money here, but it's completely fine. Let's head over to this one now, and once we clear these two, we can just swap. And unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna have enough time to kill the boss on the next room, but let's see how much HP it's gonna have. So let's swap over, get our money makers out, and let's see what we got out of the smallie ones. So all these three combined gave us 100 something trillionis. Pretty good, but unfortunately I don't think we have the time to kill this one. I think we're gonna be a little bit shy, so I'm just gonna go ahead here and kill off all of these smallies, and we're gonna call it a day. So this is the end of the ride for this time trial, and let's see what we got. So we spent 24 minutes in here. We did 309 trillion total damage. We got to room 86, 436 kills, and I'm telling you guys, we got quite unlucky on this one, like just shy of 600 trillion. Obviously, it was pretty sad that we killed off the boss on room 85. That was easily 50 to 60 trillion here lost, like a solid 10% of what we have. And our shards were also not the best, 131. Obviously, it's inside the range and could be much better though. So I've said it many times before, like an estimated average is between 120 and 150 what you will get. Sometimes my record is actually up to 170, which was pretty crazy to think of. And yeah, that's pretty much all you can do now. And make sure you guys farm, invest some time on it. And now I would highly suggest, guys, that you stock up your yen and you do not blow them. Like, Destiny is a pretty expensive star to hatch, and I really wouldn't suggest opening here. Like, we're just 3 days away from the patch, or 4 rather, since well, it's Saturday, so it's 5 technically, so it's 4 full days, and the update is gonna be on the 5th day. However, I would highly suggest, guys, that you hold on to your yen. Like, if your yen has a 1-for-1 value now on this star, it's gonna have like at least 5 times value when we get over to the next star. Obviously, the fighters are better, they're gonna be more useful, and they're gonna be that much better to feed for XP, yada yada yada. Save your yen, guys. I know that you know, it kind of feels like weird to just farm and not do anything with it, but it's gonna give you so much more value, and you will get so much more stronger if you just wait like a couple of days for the patch. And now, yet again, if you're able to AFK overnight, what you want to do is you want to come here to the demigod, and you want to put your strongest team, and you're gonna turn on your tiny task, and you want to auto farm. I have made a video on how to auto farm. In case you don't know, you can go ahead and watch that. And if you are the type of people that have problem with their internet connection, I know a lot of you guys have issues with internet connection and you are not able to do much. Now, what I would suggest, if you have lag issues and you cannot AFK grind here, you can go back to 9 crimes or even XYZ, depending how much yen you have, and you can just let it auto hatch for shiny mythical fighters. Like shiny secrets still crazy strong, and it doesn't matter if it's even like Clarent. Okay, so we have here level 174, like Clarent shiny 60 billion and melee would be 57 billion, which is 5% the difference, and Bald Hero 54 billion, so that would be 10% weaker. But still, guys, like these 2 areas are not gonna burn through your yen that much, and that's completely fine. Like, you can just leave it to open there. Hopefully you can gather up the components to create the shiny craftable. Anyway, guys, that was pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, like, remember the most important thing and the priority is the shiny chance here on the vendor. So if you have been kinda lazy, or if you don't have collectors and you don't really make that much shards, or whatever else, you haven't been playing the game much because you've been busy with school or work or whatever, you should always prioritize the shiny chance. And as I said earlier, once you get that, go for some of these luck posts. They're gonna do you wonders. But anyway, guys, that was pretty much it for this video. I hope you found it helpful, and good luck with the grinding. We have a whole bunch of days now until the weekend to grind up, and we're all gonna be super ready for the update. I'm stoked about the update, honestly, because we have been stuck in Destiny Island for 5 entire weeks, guys. It has been literally 5 weeks ever since update 12 dropped, or 11 rather, which is kinda sad to think of. Like, it dropped 5 weeks ago, and then 3 weeks ago we had the Spooky Island, which for me, it was not the best update, but it is what it is, you know, we cannot do anything about it. And now we had the whole Roblox outage thing, so the game died, we didn't have the update, so I'm very stoked about the new update. There's also a sneak peek with some sort of a tree or a wishing well or whatever the hell that is, and I'm excited to see what it is. I assume that it has to do with player power, which is pretty cool. As always, guys, like the stronger we get, the closer we are to room 100, and once we get to room 100 and we can comfortably carry people, I'm just gonna start carrying people. I'm probably gonna be doing live streams, and like I'm gonna be grabbing people off the Discord, so make sure you guys join as well our Discord server, which is brand new, by the way. I just released it a couple of days ago. I think it was one day before Roblox went down, so make sure you join the Discord. The link is below in the description, guys. And as always, I would really appreciate if you hit that like and subscribe button. It would help me out a lot. And make sure to also click the notification bell to not miss any of the future uploads. And until the next video, guys, take care.